Hey everybody, I just wanted to make a quick little video to share a little tip about the Boss SY200, which is a fantastic, very comprehensive synth pedal with all sorts of capabilities, except it's not always very easy to get it to do exactly what you want it to do. The instructions are not all that clear, and if you are a bit of a dummy like me and you don't like reading instructions and are intimidated by endless menu diving and fiddling around with settings and don't even know what MIDI means, then this video may be of some help to you. And once I've gradually sussed out how to do other stuff, I might even do some more. So what I've now got it to do, I've been trying in vain to get it to do for weeks and weeks and weeks. What I wanted it to do was to send the dry signal straight through to a guitar amplifier with no effect at all, and the wet signal to either another amplifier or a PA system, which would be fully wet. I'd heard that this was possible, and I remember when I had the SY1, it was certainly possible, very easily achieved. But for some reason, I just couldn't seem to get it to do it. The instructions were really, really unclear. I didn't understand them at all. I tried in vain searching all over the internet for any kind of clue exactly how to do it, and it's just something that doesn't seem to have occurred to all that many people to try. And those who had managed to do it were not forthcoming in saying exactly step by step how it was done. So I eventually figured it out. So what you've got to do is wire it up thusly. So your guitar signal goes into the input as normal, then your output goes to your guitar amp as normal, and then the send essentially becomes another output, which can be used to send either a fully dry signal elsewhere or a fully affected signal elsewhere. And then to alter that parameter, you press menu. Now you might have to sort of scroll through the menu to find it. As you can see, there's all sorts of different functions here, but just scroll through using that memory knob until you see send/return. And press number 1 to enter it, and then you have options as to where you want to send your affected signal or your direct signal and how much of it you want to send to either place. So you go on to effect, and then you are sending your affected signal then out of the send. Well, make sure it's on first. So when you're in this mode, basically your direct level and your effect level, you are controlling what comes out of the output as far as I can tell. So I've turned it up now, the direct up, so you've got guitar. I'm just going to kill the bass amp. There we go. So you can now hear that this is just the guitar amp. You've just got guitar coming out of there and no affected signal at all. But you can blend in a bit of affected signal if you want some of it coming through too. But for the purposes of this video, I don't want any of it. I just want pure guitar coming out of there. Now I'll turn my bass amp back up, and hopefully you can hear. Got the affected signal coming out of there. I'll just unplug the guitar amp. Just affected signal, nothing else at all. Okay, so you then have to save this. So so basically each preset that you have on your pedal, you can have different send and return settings, so it doesn't affect it globally. So just make sure that this knob is turned to memory not system, otherwise it won't work. Press exit, exit again, back to your main sort of screen, then press menu and exit together. That then gets you into the right menu. You press right. I've even titled this one for the song that we're playing, Clubfoot by Kasabian. You then press memory, gives you the option of changing your lettering, but maybe that's something I'll maybe do a video on another time. Press memory again, there we go, and it's now saved. So you now have fully direct signal going to your guitar amp and fully affected signal going to another amp elsewhere. And then when you switch the pedal off, just signal going to your guitar amp, nothing else. And then on, and it's split. Perfect. Finally. I cannot tell you how much this has done my head in trying to suss this out, but that's going to be incredibly useful. And even more useful is the fact that you can have this differently on your various settings. So say for this next setting, if I wanted, you know, a bit of the a bit of the affected signal sort of blended into what's coming out of the guitar amp, I could, and it wouldn't affect any of my other saves, you know. So yeah, really excellent feature. It's just really, you know, difficult to find out how to do it. So hopefully people will find this video useful.